I had to do it. You realize how much headache this is causing me? They literally called me at my office. Do you understand?
That's...
I don't care anymore. We are going to be leaving. You can feel free to just do whatever you want.
My name is Yukari Yamashita. I'm a 28-year-old housewife. Not to toot my own horn, but after graduating college, I managed to find a job at a super elite foreign company. Then I met my coworker Mazaki and we started dating. He seemed so pure and straightforward, and I fell for it. But he was the one that asked me out though. I was cheated on by my boyfriend when I was still in school. I really loved him from the bottom of my heart, so it actually made it difficult for me to trust men. But I don't think I need to worry about that with Mazaki.
You are really good at your job and you might not be interested in romance at all, but I really like you, Yukari. I'm going to make you the happiest woman in the world, so, I don't know how to get you to believe in me, but I'm gonna work hard, okay?
It's okay. I understand how you feel. Don't worry. Thank you. I didn't understand why, but I felt something from him. A sense of loyalty that my old boyfriend didn't have. And since Masaki's my coworker, I was able to work with him too.
Iwata, about these documents.
Oh, I filed those chronologically in that folder.
Thank you. You really move fast, don't you?
Oh, come on. You got another contract, didn't you? You're incredible.
I mean, I'm trying to be on top of the class, so to speak.
I was sure that there was no one better for me in both work and private life than Masaki. We got married, and 2 years later, we were blessed with a lovely child. We named her Lisa, and I swore to myself that I would raise her with all the love in the world. My daughter was born, and we were also able to save a good amount of money as well. That's why, a year later, we decided to move into the high-rise apartments that we'd always dreamt of a year ago. After talking to Masaki about our future, I decided to become the stay-at-home wife. The foreign company that I'd worked at paid extremely well, but I was incredibly busy. It would be very difficult for me to focus on raising our child and taking care of the house. We had worked in the same office, so Masaki immediately gave his blessing. Lisa is now 5 years old and incredibly active.
5 years already, huh? Blink of an eye.
Right. I think after Lisa starts middle school, I might try to get back into the office.
That sounds good. You were so good at your job that I think you'd be able to make it back into the workforce in no time.
We were enjoying our lives together when, suddenly one day, someone showed up that would get in the way of our happiness.
Hey, Yukari, is it alright if I get my mom to live here starting next month?
What? Masaki suggested that we live with his mother. His father actually passed away very recently. She's now all alone, but she's pretty old, so he wants to live with her.
I understand that you're probably still really confused about how sudden this all is, but I'm an only child, so I told you this might happen sometime, right?
Yeah, but...
I promise that if something happens, I swear that I will help you. So please.
Okay then. I want you to take my side no matter what happens. We made that promise before welcoming his mom into our house. However... What is this? It's too salty! Was it not to your liking? You realize that I'm an elderly woman. I cannot eat something that it's this strong. I'm so sorry. She complains when we eat. Oh, Masaki is off working his butt off. You should at least work part-time, shouldn't you? Yes, I suppose so. I am planning on getting back into the workplace after our daughter starts middle school. I quit my job in order to focus on raising my kids and taking care of the house, so if I start working part-time, then it kind of defeats the purpose. Here we go again with the excuses. You really are a horrible wife, aren't you? This really sucks. I didn't realize that she was this sort of person. My mother-in-law constantly nags at me every day. I honestly had a bad feeling about this. Masaki was an only child. I could imagine how my mother-in-law spoiled him. When I went to see them before the marriage and during the wedding, my mother-in-law pretended to get along with me, but I could tell that she was glaring at me from time to time. She doesn't just stop at nagging. Yukari-san, money! Huh? Money? I gave you your allowance before, didn't I? Shut up! Just hand it over already! Ask Masaki, please. Just like you said, I don't work, so I can't just give you the money. Besides, I already given you $1,500 this month. What are you spending it on? Oh, whatever! Shut up! What are you talking about? $1,500 should be more than enough. She should be getting her pension already. Why is she coming to me for money? Hey, Masaki?
What is it?
It's about your mother.
What about Mom?
Well, she's constantly bothering me for money. Can you do something about it?
I make a lot of money and bring it all home, so it shouldn't be a problem.
But she should be getting her pension, right? Why is she asking for money?
Maybe she wants to go to Hawaii or something?
Hey, I'm asking you to take me seriously. You said that if ever there were problems with your mom, then you would take my side.
Okay, I'll tell her that she needs to come to me for money from now on, okay?
Thank you. So he listens to me, but it didn't seem like he was actually going to do something about it. He didn't even notice the nagging to begin with. I know that he's really busy at work, but when he said that he would go out with me to buy Lisa's clothing, he just stayed at home and slept all day. I wonder how he really feels about us. You know, come to think of it, she tends to go out often too. Sometimes she leaves early in the morning too. I wonder what she's doing. It's true that Matsuki brings home a lot of money, so we're not struggling at all. But it's troublesome how she spends that money. Then one day, "Excuse me, what the heck is going on? Excuse me, Akari-san." What is it? Not what is it, what are you teaching our child? I was called up while I was making food, so I went straight to her and she suddenly got mad at me. Mom! What is it, Lisa? Grandma broke my game! Huh? I looked over at my mother-in-law and... What is that look? Ugh, like daughter, like mother. But the game is broken. Oh, this is your fault. It's because you didn't teach her to prioritize her elders' needs. Prioritize? You realize that Lisa's literally 5 years old? And what exactly did you want her to prioritize anyway? Well, I was playing games earlier and I hadn't played games, but she comes after me without any regard. Huh? At the end, she told me that I was just a weak player. You better check yourself. I let her learn that you should let the other person win by destroying our stuff. I see. Whatever, is dinner ready yet? It's already 7:30 p.m. How long are you gonna make this old woman wait? I didn't need to put up with this old lady that was going to talk about prioritizing her needs over my child. I heard something snap inside of me. I was at the end of my patience. I had held back all of the nagging from her this whole time, but if she's gonna cause harm to my child, then I'm not gonna just leave her alone. I signed the paperwork for a divorce, my gut churning. The next day. Hey.
Huh? What is it?
I want you to sign this for me.
Huh? What the hell?
You know why I'm doing this. It's because of your mom.
Mom, what's going on? Was it really that bad?
You know that she broke Lisa's game because she lost to her?
No way.
I told you when I agreed to let her live with us that you had to take our side. But you never actually take anything. I say seriously and you're always asleep on our days off. You don't even realize that we're the target of her nagging.
Sorry, Yukari.
It's all too late. Just sign the papers. We can talk about everything going forward through our lawyers. I was going to the bathroom because I couldn't stand being in the area anymore.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Please don't divorce me. I'll figure out what to do with Mom, I swear.
It's too late. You never did anything to help me.
I feel really horrible about that.
All Matsuki did was work and not help out at home at all. I wonder what he's got to say.
I was actually living life completely obeying my mom's orders. High school, college, even my job. It was all decided for me by my parents.
No way.
I was so embarrassed that I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I was only an only child, so I didn't even think that it was a weird thing either. I just quietly obeyed my mom's every order. I don't know, that's all I could do.
I honestly didn't understand what he was talking about. I did think that he was spoiled growing up. But this isn't just being spoiled. This is being brainwashed by toxic parents.
But after meeting you, I was able to really change. You really are a wonderful woman. I couldn't even really get a girlfriend, and yet you went out with me. You really are the love of my life.
Masaki.
And I really care so much about you, Lisa. The other day I couldn't go clothes shopping with you, and I know that I'm not doing enough for you as a family. I just thought that as long as I made enough money, then that would make the two of us happy. I'm really sorry. But please don't forget this. I really love you and Lisa from the bottom of my heart.
I could tell from his eyes that he wasn't lying to me. I spoke to Masaki, now on his knees, begging for me to forgive him. Okay then. I'll give you a chance to do things over.
A chance? I'll do anything, seriously.
I want you to do something about your mother within the month.
You mean chase her out?
I want you to figure it out. Whatever. I want you to come up with an environment where we can live peacefully.
Okay, fine. Just give me a little time.
I trusted Mazuki's words and decided to test how serious he was about us. I wonder what's going to happen. The next day.
Thank you for the meal? Hey, Mom, how about saying thanks, huh?
Huh? What's your problem?
You ate something that she cooked for you, right? You should say thanks.
No, seriously, what is your problem? Wait, hey, stop it. I can tell that he's trying to do something for me, but it's kind of clunky. I don't know what's going to happen. Then one day, excuse me, Yukari-san. What is it? Give me 100, please. I've been saying this time and time again, but I want you to ask Masaki for any financial help. Shut up! He told me no, so I'm coming directly to you. If he said no, then that's our final answer. What, you have a problem with me? Who do you have to think that you were able to marry Masaki? Are you serious? I'm the one that gave birth to Masaki, so you're able to marry Masaki, right? I mean, yes, that's true, but... Just give me that money already. If I don't go now, I'm gonna lose my machine. Machine? Money, now! Of course I should not be giving her money. But she's the kind of person that breaks games because her grandchild beat her. I don't know what she might do. I gave her the money, halfway threatened to do so. She's gotta be talking about slot machines. I've never heard of her being a gambler, but... 20 minutes later. What is this? I don't know this number. Hello?
Hi, this is Momo Finance. Is this the Yamashita residence?
Yes, it is.
Is Etsuko Yamato around?
Actually, she just left the house.
When did she leave?
Huh? About 20 minutes ago, I think. She said something about machines, so I'm pretty sure she had the slot machines.
I see. Okay.
He hung up on me. Momo Finance. I mean, I guess that means there's some kind of financial service, right? I couldn't stop my curiosity, so I searched Momo Finance on the internet, then... What is this? We'll lend as much money as you want? Apparently, Momo Finance was a company that was lending money to my mother-in-law. I just figured out my mom's dirty little secret. She had to have been talking about slot machines. She nagged at me for money to spend on the slot machines and then borrowed money from a consumer finance service. That night.
Mom!
What? Don't be so loud. Leave me alone.
What the hell is Momo Finance?
What? I don't know.
Don't be coy with me. You've taken out loans, right?
I'm allowed to do that.
It's not your freedom. You realize it's a bother to us, too? They literally called me at my office. Do you understand what can happen because of that?
That's...
I've been giving you more than enough every month for allowance. What the hell are you using all that money for?
It's for the slot machines, right? Hey!
Huh? What are you talking about?
You said something about the machines. Gambling. Machines. It's gotta be the slots, right?
What the hell? You never told me that you were into gambling.
Does it really matter? I'm a poor, widowed, elderly woman, and you're trying to rob me of my one hobby.
Then you should do it with your own damn pension. You don't spend any money on food or rent. You should be able to spend your own money on whatever the hell hobby you want.
I said that's not enough. I'm the one that raised you up this whole time, right? It's nothing compared to the amount of money that I spent on raising you, prick. My mother-in-law, screaming now, didn't look like a human being. She looked distorted. Seems like Mazuki also completely lost it at that.
I'm done. We are going to leave now. You do whatever you want.
What are you talking about? You dare act like that towards your own mother?
Momo Finance isn't just a regular financial firm. It's literally just full of loan sharks. You could have figured that out within a couple of seconds of Googling. I could never live under the same roof as someone who has that kind of debt from those people.
Mazuki!
Come on, Lisa. Yukari, go pack your stuff. We're gonna sell this house. It's a really popular location, so I think that someone would be more than willing to buy it fairly quickly.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but I guess it can't be helped. Wait, hang on! Oh, Lisa-chan, you don't want to be separated from Grandma, right?
Lisa doesn't like people who break games.
But... Lisa's final blow caused my mother-in-law to just freeze up. We used that time that she was frozen in place to pack her stuff and get out. Are you sure about this?
What do you mean?
About your mom. Where even are we headed right now?
You should know, we're headed to a new house.
A new house? When did that happen?
Mom is just insane. I knew the second I got a call from Momo Finance, if I live with Mom, my life is gonna be completely screwed up.
I mean, yeah, I think it'll affect us, but
It's a little less fancy than the house that we live in now, but I hope that you're really okay with that. I just kinda looked for one in a rush. But the security is really nice, so don't worry.
it's totally fine. I don't mind where a new house is. I can't believe that Mazuki had it in him to just find a new house to live in. I'm honestly pretty impressed.
Alright, we're here.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so big and pretty.
It's not too shabby, right?
Not at all, it's amazing. It was bigger than the old house and it's much prettier too. Hey, Mazuki.
Huh? What is it?
Thank you. And also, I'm sorry I said something about getting a divorce.
Then does that mean...
Yeah, I hope to live a long life with you.
Thank you!
That's how we start our new life in our new house. By the way, the old house that we lived in was sold with no problem. We sold all the furniture that was in there to a furniture store. That actually turned out to be pretty good money and life was going perfectly. On the other hand, my mother-in-law was apparently pretty shocked mentally because she was dumped by her son and her grandchild. Of course, she couldn't pay back any money to Momo Finance, so all the stuff that she has seized and life was hell for her. I thought maybe she could pay off some with her pension, but apparently she had not paid some of her pension over time, and so she wasn't receiving much at all. I mean, she took out loans and also was very forceful to others, so I would have been surprised if she had actually saved any money. We had heard about the news regarding her passing 3 months later. When we left the house, we left 3K as a sort of pity money, but she didn't bother trying to find a new house. She just hit the slot machines. Someone called the police saying that there was an older woman who was sprawled out on the road, and she was taken to the hospital where she died. The cause of death was pneumonia. I'm not surprised, considering you were homeless in the middle of December. They had found her driver's license in her wallet, and that's how they got in touch with Mazuki. I don't know how to put it, but I guess karma doesn't take it easy on elders.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble it caused you, Yukari.
It's totally fine, but what about all of your mom's debt? Is that taken care of?
Yeah, they didn't have any kind of guarantors or anything. I don't think that they can try and get that money from someone who's dead. I can't believe that they're all smart at all either, lending money to an older woman like that. If they knew about me, then they should have written me up some fake guarantor forms. I mean, I would have gotten a lawyer and fought it to the death, but...
You know, I kind of thought you were spineless, but consider me wrong. You are definitely the coworker that I always thought would go places.
I'll keep on pushing forward as the #1 husband and #1 father. Just keep watching.
I'll be looking forward to it. As for us,
Daddy, look!
Woo, look at that! Looks great on you, Lisa!
we chose a blue backpack, but did you think that red would have been better?
No, I think the blue looks perfect.
Lisa's gonna be in elementary school starting this spring, and surprise, surprise, I've got a surprise.
I wish the baby's already born. I'm gonna show the baby my backpack.
Yeah, I'm excited too, honey.
I'm not gonna be able to make it back into the office anytime soon to work on my career, so I hope you keep pushing. I'm counting on you.
Of course, I'm gonna be a good dad that doesn't forget about spending time with his family.
Masaki really did have a change of heart after that and spent his days off with us well. Of course, he's got his days where he just falls asleep because he's tired, but he always reserves his Sundays for the family. Lisa is a daddy's girl now. I don't know what gender the baby's gonna be, but whichever it is, I think if I'm with Masaki, we'll be able to have a lovely family. I really can't begin to describe how horrible everything was with my mother-in-law, but she's not around anymore, and she really did give birth to my lovely husband. I can't just continue to be upset towards someone that isn't even around. What I should do is use her as someone to not be, and be a good wife and a good mother. Also, say no to gambling and loans.